This is Topaz walking on our casual walk. This is just our let's go, meaning he can sniff, he can explore, he can go potty, but the rule is the leash still has to stay loose. So every time the leash goes from being loose and dipped to straight, like right here, I'm going to go tug tug, just to let him know, hey, you have found the end, you need to slow down, match my pace better. This is the expectation at all times, for him to keep the leash relaxed. And just as he starts getting to the end, I'm going to give that tug tug just to ask him to slow down. Tug tug, just like that. He does a pretty good job slowing down after that. If he is overly excited, sometimes you might have to give multiple tugs, really tell him to knock it off. Other things you can do too, which I will do a second video, is a north-south exercise, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. If he's sniffing and you're ready to move on, you can let him sniff. He's just being a dog, which is a really good thing. But if you're ready to move on, you can say, Topaz, let's go, and start walking, and he should come right along with you. If he doesn't, just keep walking, and the leash will help guide him forward. Being decisive and assertive with your decision, following through on it, is part of what's going to keep him nice and consistent. So into our north-south, let's say he's being a bit obnoxious and pulling on the leash a lot, I'm going to say, let's go, and turn around, do a 180. I don't wait for him. I turn and go, lock my hand at my hip, and I keep walking forward until he catches up. Good boy. If he passes me, let's go. Good boy. If he passes me, I'm going to say, let's go, and turn around and go the other way. Once again, I don't wait for him. I turn and go. So my verbal cue comes first, followed by physical action. So again, he's going to pass me. Let's go. Turn and go. Good boy. That's better. Turn and pass. Let's go. Yes. Fully relaxed leash there. This is teaching him to pay attention to my movement and not to pull ahead. So if he gets too far ahead and passes me, then I'll give that let's go and do a turnaround multiple times until he's pacing with me well. Topaz, let's go. Good job. Let's go. Turning around, not waiting for him. Keep him going. There we go. Good job. Let's go. Yes. Very good. So this is our north-south exercise. For a more structured heel, I simply shorten the leash so that the distance between my hand and his neck is much smaller. I still want the leash to be relaxed and have a nice dip in it as we walk. I want his head to be close to my hip. If he starts creeping forward, I'm going to give a couple backwards tugs and just invite him to be closer to my hip at all times. Again, with a nice loose leash. I'm not holding it tight, holding him there like this. I want that leash relaxed and him walking at my side. If he starts to speed up, I can pull and relax. This is a second option if a tug doesn't work. I gently pull back and then release it when he's at my hip. So I keep moving forward. I ease on backwards tension, release all leash tension when his head is positioned at my side. One more time, easing tension backwards and releasing when he's at my hip. So his experience is always going to be that when he's at my side, the leash is relaxed. When he leaves my side, it gets tight, pulling him towards my hip, and then it goes back to a relaxed state at my hip. Good boy. Other things you can do to help shape this structured walk, which is similar to a heel, would be practicing left hand turns. So I'm turning in towards him, doing a 180. He has to slow down. So again, turning towards him. And then also practicing turning away. Let's go. Good. You can practice a figure 8, which will give you a left hand turn and a right hand turn, just to practice flowing in movement, keeping him at your side. Now, if you're done with your structured walk and you'd like to go into more of a free walk, then you can simply say break, let the length of leash out, and let him go wander and explore. Then going back to the same expectation of The leash must stay relaxed. If he goes to pull on it, I will give a tug to ask him to slow down.